too.
Well, it's times 3 again, and we got 3 guys that want to change the format of the show, so let's see what we do.
One guy backed by popular demand.
Backed by popular demand, Ned Rose. He's our 100-year-old sage. We have Don Sherman in the middle, and of course,
tried to find somebody
our poet
older
laureate.
and was smarter, and we could not find anybody.
And our poet laureate, Harry Northup, Harry E. Northup.
We did. We looked all. Didn't we look for somebody to find somebody who was a little older?
Yeah, we needed a sage,
No.
and
So
we found
you're
one.
the top of the line. That must be a frightening position to be in. They all must want to knock you off.
He was born in 1911.
1911 was a good year.
You remember the year you were born?
And nobody lives forever, but we hope.
What hospital were you born in?
What hospital?
A clean one.
One in the back of a drugstore.
The back of a drugstore.
That was the closest I got to a hospital when I was born.
Yeah, they gave him 2 aspirin and told him to call the doctor in the morning.
Were you really born in a drugstore? In Manhattan?
My father was a pharmacist, and he lived at the back of the drugstore. And my mother, who was about 7 years younger than him, used to go to high school and stop in for malted milk. And he always said he made the best malted milk in town as a pharmacist.
That's amazing. Your father was a pharmacist and you gave birth, you were born
In the back of that drugstore.
in the back of the drugstore. Who delivered the baby?
That's a good question. They can't be a secret. That's a secret. I don't know.
The doctor.
Wait, what?
The doctor.
It could have been a midwife.
It's a shame the kid has no say in the birth. Hey, wait a minute, I don't like that doctor.
Yeah, his hands are cold.
Get another doctor.
Don't like those forceps.
You really have no rights because from the beginning you are nurtured into the world and then you are baba and that diapered and fed and talked to and goo and molded and told what's right and you never get control. Do you, Harry?
Well, you see,
We tried.
We're still working on it.
Right.
We don't even get to pick the menu, you know?
To get
that
in.
reminds me. We're born into this world.
Yes.
Without anybody asking us. And we leave without wanting to go.
That's right. So we were not invited, we were invaded to start with, and then we get angry that they want to take us out after a lifelong spell.
And we're afraid of dying, and yet we have to value life, right?
So it shows you there's no room in the world for satisfaction. It's eternal dissatisfaction that man
Well,
seeks.
you know, that's not the fault of the world. That's the fault of people living in it.
That's the world. No, the world is blameless. The world was just spinning around, hanging around there. And all of a sudden came these creatures with 2 arms and 2 legs. And they were all around the globe. They found places.
Where did the creature come from? The creature from the
They
black
don't,
motherfucking lagoon?
they don't know where they came from, but I'm sure we can edit that part.
You don't know for thinking.
But that's what happens from repression. It didn't come out as a normal profane word. It came out as a zek. I gotta get a little profanity out. Because he couldn't get it out in Lincoln, Nebraska.
We don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Lincoln, Nebraska, the corn is as high as an elephant's cly.
Corn is good for the
Elephant's
poultry
ear?
is good
I don't
for
know.
the corn.
Poetry said nothing about poetry. Well, poetry is a magnificent.
Well, you ever think of the fact, whatever gave us the power to reason?
Education,
See.
thought.
There's so much. There's
Think
so many
before you
stories
act,
written
right?
about.
It's when we wanted a particular rock and another guy wanted that same rock. And now we gotta come up with a sense of reason. Now listen,
Yeah.
there's a reason I should have that rock and you not have that rock.
Okay.
Because I have a blue shirt and that's a blue rock, and naturally it's a blue. Right. No, you don't understand fashion.
Fashion.
Fashion is not
Yeah,
the same color. You have to have a blend.
You have to coordinate.
That blends with your rock. And my rock is purple and perfect with the blue.
Color coordination.
Language,
It's important.
isn't it wonderful you do it language? You can twist language any way, up and down,
You can't
side.
kill him for the rock because then you'll end up in jail. You gotta think, right?
You gotta think. Before you throw the rock.
But that's what civilization gave us. Jails.
Oh boy, now that's one of the biggest. What did someone say? They're spending more money in jails and schools.
Oh yeah. Well, it's McJail. It's a big business.
Civilizations.
So you have
Remember
great
what Gandhi
jailbirds
said?
and dumb students.
Somebody once asked Gandhi, what do you think of Western civilization? He said, what civilization?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
What's
where-
civilized about that?
Where is it?
Yeah, where is it?
Well, you gotta give credit to. Look at Santa Monica Boulevard. There's about 70 cars going in different directions. Nobody smacked into anybody in the past 5 minutes.
They have a lane there. You're supposed to drive.
Yeah, but still, everybody
Obey
took
all
it
the
upon
rules.
themselves not to be totally too drunk. And I'll
Not
save
too
that
drunk,
joint
yeah.
till after dinner.
Partially
Don't
drunk.
talk about drugs on this.
Oh, it's
event
legal.
of the show.
It's legal. It's not legal. It's illegal. There are big people. Portugal, of all
I
people,
don't want the people knocking
of
on
all
your door.
countries, Portugal legalized all drugs. And when you live in Portugal, every place you go is a hill. You gotta walk up hills and down hills. I don't know where drugged out people are gonna ever make it up those hills.
San Francisco, there's a lot of hills.
Right.
You know
There's a lot
what's
of
there.
drugged out people.
Yeah. Imagine living in Sausalito. It's a straight climb.
Oh, there's some big hills in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Not in New York, but they're in New York and New York Hill.
I think the highest point 6 feet.
New York City has no hills.
Skyscraper.
It used to have hills. They leveled them up.
Wait a minute now.
New York City
Yes.
is composed of 5 boroughs.
Yes.
Let's think about Manhattan, one of the boroughs.
Okay.
No hill, it's a flat piece of rock. It's rock 50 feet below street level. 50 feet below street level, you go to 100 feet, it's still rock. When they walk for a subway, they go down, try to get under the rock. They've never gotten under the rock.
Yeah. They almost hit Peking once when they were there.
Yeah, Peking. And they got
Tried
a
to
duck.
say, hey, wait a minute.
Ned, when I left,
You can lower your laundry down.
subway
Get it
was
back in a week.
15 cents. 1968.
That was expensive. When I left New York City, the subway was 5 cents.
Go 237 miles.
Yeah, now it's even more. You know the distance you can travel in New York City for that, what is it today, down a quarter? I think it's $1.
250, I'll bet.
So it could be zero.
Oh man, that subway is amazing. I used to take it from the Bronx as a kid. Take the subway to downtown, see a first run motion picture, big time variety show with Frank Sinatra, Joey Bishop, and a big band, and the first run motion picture, and pay 55 cents and have spaghetti and Romeos, which for $1 they gave you spaghetti, salad, and a piece of bread. So for $1.50 and $52, $3, I went down to Broadway from the Bronx to a Broadway show, I had lunch, and went back home.
Today you can't give the waiter a tip like that.
God, what a change. What a change in the world.
What about the rent? When I left New York City, in 1968, I had a 1-bedroom elevated building on 77 in Columbus, $72 a month.
72nd in Columbus? I lived on
77,
Oh, I lived on
right across from the Museum of Natural History.
Museum.
That's right.
I
Museum.
lived on 72nd in Columbus. 72nd in Columbus. And now the cops used to call that area Psycho Acres. There were more pensioned out mental cases living in that area than any place in that.
Psycho.
And now it's a very she neighborhood.
And Needle Park wasn't far over there too, right?
Needle Park, where was Needle Park?
It's like
I
around
was
70,
I thought
72.
that was the downtown in the village.
West, Upper West Side, 170th and Broadway.
What do you think is the most expensive area to live in Manhattan?
Sutton Place.
Beekman
Around
Place.
57th Street and Sutton.
Beekman.
Sutton Place. I used to live there.
Really?
I lived there for a good number. I went to the public school on 3rd Avenue. It was a public school. I went there. But we lived on 57. My father had a store on 3rd Avenue between 58th and 59th Street.
What kind of store?
All right. He was foreign born. He had an uncle who was deal in precious stones, diamonds. He had a jewelry store. Part of it was a jewelry store in the back. The forward part was a sporting goods store. I knew the New York Giants. They used to come in there and buy their gloves, bats, and balls. The New York Giants. The New York Yankees wasn't an existence at that time.
Where was Giant Stadium?
Polo Grounds.
Where was it? Upper West Side?
Yeah, I don't recall.
Forget where Polo Grounds was.
At that time, I don't recall.
Was it near the Yankee Stadium? I think it was. I think it was.
Maybe
It
over the road.
was in the Bronx. I think it was near Van Cortlandt Park, I think.
Because Yankee Stadium was what, 161st?
161st. And they had the Concourse Plaza Hotel there, which was the Ritzy Hotel. And the Lowe's Paradise down the street where I graduated high school. But he had the Moving Sky Theater. They had a theater with a moving sky. The theater was like a palace to the Lowe's Paradise. And when you went to the Paradise, the ushers were all dressed up in movie going. The elevation of the art of the movie raised so high,
Yeah.
and yet the environment for the observer of the movie declined
Yeah.
at the same amount. Isn't that they figured?
Sure
out,
did,
look,
yeah.
We could stick them in the back of a truck and show them a great movie, and they're gonna go out and scream and yell.
My little town, they'd show it on the hill, movie on the hill. What about those big theaters in New York City, Broadway area? It'd be like 3 balconies. You could
That's
The
what the
Paramount
Paradise
Theater,
was. That's what
the Lowe's.
was. But
Yeah.
but these were even the local theaters. The local theaters we had in the Bronx neighborhood. They were gigantic. They were palaces. They were movie palaces. It was an experience. You'd go to a movie. You know, they would have an announcement. After a while, they used to give away dishes. And women used to go each week. You get a different dish until you got the whole combination.
Oh, you get the
dish.
set, yeah.
And those women will not miss that movie if they got 28 pieces of that dish.
Service for 12.
The worst movie in the world. I ain't gonna. That's for my saucepan.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? The heck with the movie. I won't even go watch the movie.
They did that in my little town too. And then on one Saturday, I remember Rex Allen came on his horse on the stage in my little town. Did you ever do that? A guy ride his horse on the stage?
No?
During the time of Volvo,
But
Volvo was popular.
yeah. But what it did for the kids, they had races that were clowns on races on horseback. It was racing, and your ticket, you would have the winning ticket. You would get like a piece of chocolate. What excitement there was when those races went on.
I think our most exciting visitor at the movie theater was Mr. Peanut, Planter's Peanut.
Oh, he came, yeah.
He came handing out bags of peanuts.
I still remember one movie theater when I was a kid there. Called the
Pastime Theater. Was that in the Bronx?
No. I lived on 57th Street.
Oh, why you go to the Bronx?
Pastime Theater was about 3 blocks away. And one of the, I think, 34th Avenue. 4th Avenue, go 4th Avenue. That would have been Madison at that time. And we used to stand, kids, 4, 5, and 6 years old, by the theater entrance. It was a nickel. It was a nickel, and they didn't let us in alone. We had to be with an adult. So we used to stand there, mister, will you take us in? Here's my nickel.
Remember the movie Sullivan's Travels? Joe McRae and Veronica Light, they go through America looking to find out what people want to see in the movies, and then they end up in a prison, and then on Sunday they take them to a chapel and they watch cartoons. They realize people want to laugh, they want to be entertained. No?
Oh, well, that's it.
Well, pick a word of the day, gents.
Entertainment.
There you go. It's entertainment. Well, Ned, Don, Harry, that's it for
More
today.
100 my year of wisdom you just got.
Yeah, we got it.
Thank you, Ned. And
There's only a
David.
minimum amount around in the world right now.
And we just got it.
We're trying to find out some more, but as it is, every second your value rises on the stock market.